Sasha, congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
If you would just look to your left, we're going to start off with a written question from Andres Ruzanov of DB4 Tennis, who writes, Sasha, big congrats on reaching your well-deserved slam final. Last time your compatriot won here, it was Becker representing West Germany in 1989 when the Berlin Wall still stood. Hearing these facts, are you touched by the wind of time to be able to write history and your own legacy on Sunday?
I mean, it says that Boris won. So that's one small factor still that I need to achieve. Sunday is going to be extremely difficult no matter who I play of those guys, but I'm looking forward to it. And, you know, yeah, I'm in the final of a Grand Slam. The two best players in the world are going to be playing on court.
Very good. Let's go to Australia, where it's 11:20 in the morning on Saturday, to Craig from Crosscourt. Craig, good evening. Good morning.
Morning, Alex. Congratulations. Finally, you've made that step, your first major final. What are your thoughts on that now?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, happy to be in a final, but as I said in the previous question, there's still one more step to go. And for me, I think, you know, it's going to be extremely difficult. Both of those guys deserve to be in the final. And as I said, I mean, if I played Dominic, we played an epic in Australia. If I played Daniel, we had some great matches as well. So no matter who's going to be, it's going to be a new Grand Slam champion, but it's going to be also a very difficult match, I think.
Let's go to Cindy from the New York Times. Cindy, you are live.
Thank you. Sasha, can you help us understand how you played the first two sets the way you did, and then how you turned things around to win your first match coming back from 2 sets down?
Yeah, I mean, I looked at the scoreboard after 2 sets, and I thought to myself, look, I'm playing a Grand Slam semifinal, and I'm down 6-3, 6-2 in a match where on paper, you know, I'm supposed to be the favorite. So I needed to play better. I needed to start something new, and I thought, okay, I'm going to go set by set, and we'll see how far I can get. But yeah, it turned out well in the end, but obviously it was very close, and Pablo deserved to be in the final just as much as I did. And yeah, a few points here and there decided the match.
Thank you, Cindy. Let us go to Nico from tennis.com, Argentina.
Hi, Sasha. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I want to know what were your thoughts after losing the second set. What was in your mind, you know, and how did you recover from that?
Yeah, I mean, as I just said, I looked at the scoreboard. I'm down 2 sets to love, you know, in the Grand Slam semifinal. So I knew I had to start playing better to give myself a chance, and I wanted to give myself, you know, set by set, just the opportunity to stay in the match, and that's what I did. And in the end, it turned out well for me.
Thank you, Nico. Let us go to Florence and Ubaldo from La Nación. Ubaldo, you are live.
Hello. Yes, I can see behind the mask that you are smiling. You know, we have
because you're asking me the question, I always have to smile.
Yeah. Well, 2 years ago at Roland Garros, you had lost to Verdasco, and I had almost a bet with Rafa Nadal. And he said, I'm sure that in 2 years, Sasha will win a slam. And I'd like to know if now you think you're very close. Is he going to win the bet?
He said I'm going to do well in a slam. He didn't say I win. But look, I'm in the final. After tonight's match between Dominic and Daniel, there's going to be 2 players left in the tournament, and one of them is going to be holding up that trophy. And I have a chance, of course. So do the other guys. And as I said, it's going to be interesting to see how everybody will come out in that final and play. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm just excited about it.
Thank you. We'll come back to you, Ubaldo. Cindy, for a follow-up, you are live.
Sasha, what did you do technically and tactically? I know you said to yourself, you know, I have to play better. But what did you do as opposed to what did Pablo do to turn this match around?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I started taking the ball much earlier. I started taking the ball more on the rise, and I started giving myself the chance to be the one that is aggressive. And I think in the first few sets, Pablo was the one dictating much more than I did. And this is how the match slowly turned around, because I'm still, even though for my size, I think I move okay. I move quite well. I'm still somebody that needs to be the aggressive one. And this is what I started doing in the third set. And yeah, the match slowly turned itself around.
Thank you. Craig, for a follow-up, you are live.
Alexander, what would you say pleased you the most, besides winning the match, that pleased you the most during this match against Pablo? Watching it, you stayed so composed and calm, even down 2 sets to love. But if it was to you answering, what would you say pleased you the most?
Yeah, I think mentally. I mean, mentally, I stayed in it, even though I was down 2 sets to love. I stayed in it, and I gave myself the best chance I could. And I think a lot of players would have gone away, but I knew that, look, it's a Grand Slam semifinal. There's no easy matches anymore, and sometimes you have to dig deep. And today, I dug deep. I dug a lot, very deep. And at the end of the day, I'm sitting here as the winner of that match, which could have been very different.
Thank you. Last call for English. If you have a question in English, you need to contact us immediately. And Ubaldo, I will give you a follow-up. You are live.
Okay. Look, when we ask a player who would he prefer to play the next match, he never gives you an answer. He only say, "Oh, the winner is the best. One or the other is the same." You may not tell me who would you like to play, but I would like to know if in your head there is one that you would like to play. Don't tell me the name, but there is one.
There's
Honestly.
one that I would prefer to play, yes.
Okay, thanks. For me, it's enough.
Yeah.